Hi, everyone. Welcome to my second take on this presentation because the first time I had a little bit too much to say. So, welcome to my digital sandbox of Lexia Core 5 Learning. Lexia Core 5 Learning is for students in pre K through fifth grade, but I kind of zoom in on kindergarten through third grade in this presentation. I chose Lexia Core 5 because I briefly read about Lexia while I was researching foundations for my intervention study project. I didn't learn a whole lot about it, but I was definitely intrigued as it was being compared to foundations as an intervention, and I wanted to learn more about it to see if I could apply it in my classroom. What exactly is Lexia Core 5? Um, Lexia Core 5 is an adaptive blended learning program that accelerates the development of literacy skills for students of all abilities, helping them make that critical shift from learning to read to reading to learn. You'll hear me reference that part of the quote through this presentation, the shift from learning to read to reading to learn. That definitely hooked me. Lexia Core 5 is built on structured literacy and is intended to help provide equitable learning opportunities for all students, as well as to transform student learning for success and well being. Um, Lexia Core 5 is centered around a personalized approach to learning and gives students control over time, place, path, and pace of their progress. Um, Lexia believes technology is a key component of personalized learning, but that it does not stand alone. Their approach combines effective teacher led instruction with interactive user centric experiences to support the cognitive abilities of a wide variety of students. So, that was another thing that really jumped out to me from the Lexia site is that it does not negate teacher led instruction. This is meant to aid and push it even further. As I was reading about Lexia, I thought of three learning theories and how Lexia supports it. The first being the theory of literacy development, and I'm focusing on the pre operational period. Lexia can be used at school and at home to model literacy skills and support literacy development. The theory of literacy development, the pre operational period is very home reliant and looks to parents as models of literacy. And I don't think Lexia should replace it, but as we know, in the most respectful way, not all parents are aware of how crucial that role is as um, a mentor of literacy for their children. So I think that this is a unique opportunity that students could have access to this program at home to help their early literacy experiences flourish. It's not the same, but I do think it is a good option to have on hand. Moving on to the theory of cognitive development. Lexia supports the idea that children's thinking changes over time, and as the program changes, um, it changes with children's progress and age. So, Lexia will challenge readers dependent on their ability level and appeal to student interest levels. Lexia also supports children's equilibrium factors by assisting them in understanding a new concept instead of moving on or providing answers. The program adjusts to students' errors and provides differentiation. I actually had the opportunity to do a trial on my computer, and I had to start at the pre K level, and we were first just matching letters. And I decided to get some wrong in different ways to see what would happen. And Lexia adjusted their instruction delivery, and then they even made the task a little bit smaller to really focus in on what they wanted you to achieve. And finally, the stage models of reading. The stage model of reading refers to the idea that the ways children approach reading change as they mature. Lexia Scope and Sequence supports this idea by providing opportunities for students to learn and practice new reading strategies. That's where I think that quote again can be mentioned, going from learning to read to reading to learn. So it appeals to the way children's thinking develops as they mature. So, how to implement Lexia Core 5? First, you need access to technology, whether it's a laptop or iPad. It would be ideal for students to have access to this technology at home to feel its full effects and to get that extra practice in, and they could have more control over their reading instruction rather than it being a set time in the school building. They can independently make a choice to go on it at home. You have to consider the usage per week. Lexia recommends that students in grades K3 receive between 20 and 60 minutes a week to see a change depending on their risk level. Students who are performing on grade level are recommended about 20 minutes a week, where high risk students are recommended 60 minutes per week. And then data collection, which I think is the greatest tool this program provides. Lexia provides individualized action plans for students in instruction that teachers can apply to their in person learning. And when I say in person learning, I'm referring to student teacher interaction, not on a computer. Lexia also collects data on crucial literacy components to assist teachers in targeting in person instruction, differentiation, and intervention. I added some visuals here for the Lexia program features. Again, it is focused on teacher led instruction and it does not negate that. This is a belief that you see through their website, and it is also a structured and systematic literacy tool. Here's a quick peek at their scope and sequence. You can see that in kindergarten, it is heavy on phonological awareness, and you see the structural analysis begin in the middle ish of second grade. Um, and you see a lot of these components used from kindergarten to fifth grade. Some strengths and weaknesses, some strengths: personalized instruction, targeted at key literacy components, used at home and in school, can improve test scores, saves teachers time on administering tests, which I was hesitant to put there, and the skills translate well to teacher student interaction. Um, a weakness I have is advertised as replacing tests administered by teachers. Students can become reliant on screens. Students can become bored of the program. The program has a set start and finish, so if a class of fifth graders starts this, they are going to have to start at the pre K level, and sometimes students finish the program early. My overall opinion on Lexia is I think it looks great. The website was very businessy and it was definitely selling a product, which is exactly what they should be doing. It doesn't really stick out to me in comparison to iReady, but it's definitely something I would incorporate in my classroom. But I don't think it's essential. Thanks. Bye.